Good morning. Welcome to Yoga with Terry. I'm Terry. We're going to do a full yin practice today with a little meditation at the beginning and our shavasana at the end. So let's get into something stretchy and let's meet on the mat. Just take a comfortable seated position on your mat. Cross-legged. If you need a block to put under your bum, by all means, get a block. Get comfortable. So sitting here, we're just going to breathe normal and concentrate on your breathing. So let's close our eyes. Now that you're comfortable, breathe in and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Using your ujjayi breath or your whisper sound in the back of your throat, calm your thoughts, calm your breath. Just concentrate on your breathing. Visualize that air going in and going out. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue with 4-8 breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If any thoughts come in your head, just let them come in and leave. Think of your breath. Visualize that breath. And slowly open your eyes. Now, if you need a block under your bum, we're going to do butterfly with a fold today. Slip a block underneath your bum. Your feet should be, probably 4 or 5 hip widths away, so there's a good space. Let me start my timer. Inhale, exhale. Our breathing in Yin practice is 4-8. 4 beats in, 8 beats out, making that whisper sound in the back of your throat, which stimulates the vagus nerve that tells your body, you can relax, you're safe, you're fine, just carry on. So now, let's just slowly fold over your feet. You want your body to be a wet noodle, so you don't want to grab your feet and pull yourself down. You just want to relax into the position. Now from here, you can use all kinds of props. You could put a bolster over your feet. You carry on, I'll just show you. And you can just hang out on your bolster. And if you need another block, because you don't want to force your head down. So you could leave your block, your bolster. Think of that breathing. And as you're going through the practice, in each pose, you'll find that you'll go a little further the longer you sit here. But you have to be comfortable in Yin practice to let your body totally relax into the positions. So let's breathe in, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Continue with that breath. Now just put your palms facing up so you're not gripping for the floor or for your feet. You're just letting gravity do its thing to pull you further into the stretch. Let your legs be heavy. Don't hold them up. This pose releases your lower back and gives you a good external rotation on your hips. So today we'll be working on hips and hamstrings. And hips and hamstrings really affect your lower back pain. You want nice, loose hips. And I hope you can feel yourself going a little further into this pose the longer we're in it. Let's do a couple breaths together. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now slowly, slowly walk yourself out of the pose. Remove your props. So in Yin Yoga, we use lots of props because you want to be comfortable to be able to sit there for 3 to 5 minutes. So, still sitting on your mat, and if you want the block under your bum, you can give it a try, whatever you like. And you don't have to have blocks. You can use a pillow, whatever you have handy. So just spread your legs as wide as they'll go. I'm starting the timer. And again, we're just going to fold over. And my hips are super tight. So you can see that I don't fold that far over. So you can take your bolster and do what we did on the last pose so that it's, out in front of you and you're resting on your bolster. You can use blocks. So you can just sort of rest your head on the block because you don't want to be putting any stress on your neck. Put your palms up so you're not gripping the floor. You're just going to relax into the pose. And as the pose goes on, you might find that you can spread your legs a little wider, or you're folding further over. You can adjust your blocks. Whatever feels good for you. And during the pose, you might just want to try, if you bend your knees just a little bit, you can put your blocks under there. I'm going to grab my bolster. And you can leave your legs bent. They don't have to be straight. When your knees are bent and you're in a forward fold, that stretches out the body of your hamstring. You'll see the difference. When you're trying to get into a forward fold to get your chest on your legs, you really want to bend your knees and stretch out the body. The body and the muscle has lots of blood flow, whereas the attachments, there's not much blood flow, and that doesn't stretch much, but your muscle will. So here's my bolster, and I'm just going to lay here like this. Remember your breathing. In for 4, out for 8. Relax your body. Remember the 3 principles of Yin Yoga. You want a wet noodle body. You want your 4-8 breathing. And you want to meet or beat your time that you may have done yesterday in this pose. So let's breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now slowly walk yourself out of the pose. Move your props. Now just bring your legs together. We're just going to do a simple forward fold. And again, bend your knees. You can put a block under. You can grab your blanket, just so your knees are slightly bent. And again, if you want to sit on a block, because we don't want to stress your lower back. So if you want to sit on a block, it lifts you up a little bit and gets you into the pose a little better. Start my timer. So let's inhale and exhale. Now just fold over your legs. You want your legs loosey-goosey. You don't want to hold them up. You don't want to put them out. Just let them hang there. And your knees should be slightly bent. And again, you don't want to crick your neck over. You want to be comfortable. So you can use your blocks however feels good for you. 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, and just hang out. So let's relax our legs. Think of your breathing. In for 4, out for 8, making that whisper sound in the back of your throat. And when you're in the yin poses like this, they're a little different than when you're doing a flow practice, a yang practice where you're strengthening your muscles. They stretch in a different place. They limber you up. And with that breathing, it lets your parasympathetic nervous system tell your body, you're okay, relax. So let's do some breathing together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And while you're going through the pose, you'll find that you'll get further and further into the stretch as the time goes by. And with a forward fold like this, I always find if I just kind of wiggle my bum backwards, I get a little further into the fold. Concentrate on your breathing. Visualize all that good oxygen coming into your hamstrings, releasing your lower back. And when you exhale, you're blowing out all the stiffness, tightness, anything that's holding you back. Just see that good air going in and out. And let's breathe together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now just make a note where you are in this position as where you were when you first started it. Let's slowly walk ourselves out of the fold. Now let's move into deer pose. In deer pose, just put your right leg out to the side like that. Your left leg is sort of in a pigeon pose. Now you can stay right like this. I always put a block under my hand just to get my body a little more upright, to feel a little bit more stress on your leg. Get our timer going. And basically you just sit in this position. And this back leg for me is where I feel the most sensation. You might feel it in the front. Everybody's different, but you sort of want your front leg parallel to the edge of your mat. And if your leg, you can't put your leg this far back, no problem. Put it up here, wherever's good for you. And you can stay here during the whole practice. But I think what we're going to do is halfway through, we'll fold over that front leg, and you'll feel the stretch in the back of your left leg. So hold here, think of your breathing. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's take a big breath in. And let's fold over that front leg. And again, you can use a blanket, a bolster, blocks, whatever you have handy. And they don't have to be all the yoga equipment. You can use whatever's handy. A cushion from your sofa, a big bed pillow, a rolled up blanket. So let's fold over that front leg. Now you can stay on your elbows, and if you need your blocks to put your elbows on, by all means, use your blocks. Whatever feels good for you. Feel that stretch in the back of your left leg. And if you want to adjust your right leg, by all means, you can do that. Think of that breathing. All that good oxygen going into your left hip, your right hip. And exhaling all the tightness, the tension. Letting it all go, whatever's holding you back. So let's do a little breathing. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Continue with that 4-8 breathing, relaxing into the pose. Letting go of all that stress and tension. Anything that's holding you back, just let it go. Now slowly walk yourself out of the position. Let's do the other side. Left leg. Your right leg goes out in front of you. Bend it so that your shin is parallel to the edge of your mat. And again, if your leg is here, it's here. You'll find they'll be different on either side. Just go with it. Let your body do its thing. I'll start the timer. And let's relax into the pose. And like I said, if you want to use your blocks, use your blocks. You want to use a bolster, you can use your bolster. We're just going to sit here for just a minute and then we'll go into our fold. And when we're sitting upright like this, like I said, I feel it on this back leg. Everyone feels it different because everyone holds their tension and their stress in different places. So today we're working on hips and hamstrings. Help relieve a little backache. Even releasing our hips helps you sit in a chair more comfortably, helps you walk with a better gait without putting stress on your back. So let's take a big breath in. Exhale and fold over that front leg. And like I said, you can use your blocks, your bolster, whatever is good for you. But note where you are in the pose right now to where you are when we finish the pose. So let's breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue with that 4-8 breathing. Let yourself relax into the pose. You want your legs to be like wet noodles. You don't want any resistance. You want gravity to do its job, to pull you further into the pose. Concentrate on your breathing. Let's inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Continue with that breath, making that whisper sound in the back of your throat. And slowly walk yourself out of the pose. And let's just windshield wiper our legs. Now let's move into frog pose. So frog pose, come onto all fours and separate your legs as far as they'll go. If you're on a hard floor, you might want to put a couple pillows under your knees because the pressure gets a little uncomfortable, on the floor. If you're on your mat, your legs really can't stretch out. So get your legs as wide as they can. I'm going to start our timer. And in this position, just see where it feels the most sensation. If your feet are tucked in like this, or if they're straight out like this. See if you get a better stretch if you lean a bit forward, lean a bit back. And we're going to stay here for 4 minutes. Stretching out that groin. I'm pretty sure you can feel where the stretch is on this one. And again, just hold your head here, or you can let it dangle. Your elbows should be straight underneath your shoulders so that there's no muscle activity. You're just letting gravity pull you down into the pose. Stretching out those hips, the groin area. Think of your breathing, your 4-8 breathing, making that whisper sound. So let's all breathe together. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Continue with that breathing. Now I've moved a block underneath my head just to keep my neck in a neutral position. Let's do some breathing together. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You might just want to move forward a bit, see if that gives you a little more sensation. Stay where you are, whatever's good. And that's 4 minutes. Let's slowly walk ourselves out of that pose. Now, staying on the long edge of your mat, we're going to do pigeon. So bring your right leg up, just behind your right wrist. You stretch out your back leg. Now look behind you, make sure it's straight behind you. And if you need a block, you want your hips to stay level. You don't want to be folded over like this. So keep your hips level. If you can bring your shin parallel to the short edge of your mat, that's good. If you can't, that's fine. This is your practice. It's all just for you. So I like to stay in this pose upright for, I don't know, the first minute. It sort of stretches out your left hip flexor and lets your right leg sort of ease into the pose a little more. And if you need a little bit more sensation, grab a hold of your blocks and come up a little higher. This is your practice. You do what feels good for you. And just take note of where this leg is, what your feelings are, and just compare it to the other side. All our bodies are different from one side to the other. And everybody's body is different from your neighbor's body. Okay, let's slowly move into the fold. So again, you can use your blocks to rest on, your elbows, your hands, your head. You can use your bolster, a big pillow. Whatever feels good for you is where you're going to be. So slowly move onto your elbows. And during the pose, you might need to move your block that's underneath your hip a wee bit. Just pull it out just a little bit. Hold it here. You might want a block to rest your head on. It's all good. Think of your breathing. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to breathe with you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And remember, you can adjust your pose. The further you go into the pose, move your elbows out, move your blocks around. But basically, you don't want to come out of the pose. You're just stretching. And it is uncomfortable, but think of your breathing. You concentrate on your breathing. And you don't want your muscles to hold you back. You want them to be wet noodles so you relax into the pose and let gravity do its job. And slowly walk yourself out of the pose. Now for me, I like to just sort of take that right leg that was bent up and stretch it out. Kind of roll your ankle around. You do what feels good for you, something that's organic. Now let's do the other leg. So bring your left knee up to your left ankle. And I'm just going to move a little further back on my mat. And again, if you need to put a block or a blanket or a pillow underneath your hip, by all means do that. Make all the adjustments necessary to get you into the pose. Look at your back leg. Make sure it's straight behind you. It's not sticking out. Straight behind you. Your toes are pointed, resting on the top of your foot. I'm going to start the timer. And we're going to stay upright, stretching out that hip flexor and that extended leg. That lets your left leg, your bent leg, kind of adjust to what you're doing. So you get a good flexion and external rotation in your left hip. I also feel it in my shin in the front leg. I don't know why, but that's my body. So make sure you breathe, close your eyes, relax, let your body adjust. And let's take a big breath in. Exhale and fold over that front leg. And again, like I said, if you want to use your blocks under your elbows, you want to put a bolster there, a big blanket, whatever feels good for you. But you don't want to be like all hunched over. So if you find that this is about where your comfort zone is, this is where you're going, by all means, stay there. If you can just go to your elbows, that's fine. If you want to put your blocks under your elbows, that's fine too. Whatever feels good for you, for your body. But you want your body to be more or less relaxed so that it can go further into the pose. If you try to go too far, your muscles are going to contract and it won't allow you to stretch into the pose. So I'll stay here on my blocks until I feel ready to go further down, and you do the same. So let's think of our breathing. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Now slowly walk yourself out of the position. Remove your blocks. Come out of the pose. Windshield wiper your legs. Now let's do our Savasana. So you make yourself comfortable however you want laying on your mat. If you're perfectly comfortable laying flat down, you can stay there. If you want to put blocks under your knees at whatever height feels good for you, you can do that too. You can also set up your bolster on your blocks. I think I will use these bigger blocks. Just like that. And you just rest your legs on there. So whatever's comfortable, I think I'll leave my blocks there for today. So let's lie back on our mat. Kind of tuck your shoulders underneath you so your palms are facing up. Relax your legs. Let your feet fall out. Close your eyes. Breathe normal through your nose. Now visualize your ankles. And letting all the stress leave your ankles. Letting your knees relax. Let your quads relax, your glutes relax. Let your lower back relax. Let any tension in your chest go. Relax your shoulders. Let the tension go out of your neck. Let your cheeks slide back. Relax your forehead. Remove the tongue from the top of your mouth. And relax. Just feel that sinking feeling. And just visualize your breath. And if thoughts keep coming into your head, let them come in and leave. Don't let them sit there and make a home. Or you can, say something on your inhalation like, I am. Exhalation, relax. I am. Relax. I'm going to do my Savasana with you. I will relax with you. Carry on. Now let's slowly wiggle our fingers, wiggle our toes, roll your wrists and ankles. Reach your arms above your head, take a big breath, and blow it out. And when you're ready, roll over onto your side, keeping your eyes closed. Come up into a seated position. Keeping your eyes closed. We're just going to do some balanced breathing. Make sure you're comfortable. And inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes. Put your hand on your chest, other one on your belly. May this practice heal and strengthen my mind, my body. May this practice heal and strengthen my mind and my body. May the light in me Join the light in you. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that and you feel all stretched out. So that was a hip and hamstring workout. So I will see you next time on the mat. Bye for now.